Rain is trying to track outside of the region. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
A proposed plan may give a future to the Northside Library after its closure. Coming up, I'll have all the details you need to know.
Right now this morning, the Royals hitting the Big Apple today. We'll tell you what they've got planned. Plus, 1 year in office, Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey reflects on his achievements so far.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Wednesday, April 29th. It is 6 a.m. Thank you for waking up with us this morning. We will start by getting a check on our weather with meteorologist Art Jarrett. And we saw some sun yesterday. What about today, Art?
Well, you're almost getting there. You'll see it in just a second. The skies are about to clear right now, holding on to some areas. Getting to showers for this Wednesday all the way to Thursday. Going into Thursday for a frost freeze as well. That continues to Saturday. Then we'll also be looking at right now how this all shapes up, getting to light rainfall currently outside. It's going areas right now by Richland Center, and of course you can see it up there by Eau Claire. They had a little brushing of that, but more is on the way. You can see the wet on the screen right there for Eau Claire right now. 41 degrees, feels like 38 degrees with a bit of a wind chill. You can see the flag kind of flapping in the distance. We have wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. That can go up to at least 30 miles per hour possible. Dry for La Crosse right now. Winona is also dry. You're seeing some clearing skies there, as well as a break in the cloud field up there for Eau Claire and La Crosse right now. Holding on to how this all shapes up, I wanted to go to Dubuque, Iowa. This was the best place I could get you towards Prairie du Chien. That could show how moisture is actually working out there, but they're also drying out as well. So most of that rainfall is getting out of the region right now. You can see currently 40s widespread in the forecast for you, but it's going to feel just a few degrees cooler on your skin. As you can see, the wind chill that continues all the way through the 6 o'clock hour, 7 o'clock hour, and possibly the 11 o'clock hour as well, until we get into the noon hour where things become more par. We're holding on to drier conditions as you get into the morning for La Crosse right now. Eventually, though, you'll see for Eau Claire, you've got some rainfall potential finishing out your morning, holding on to some wind gusts as well, as I mentioned, up to 27 miles per hour, possibly getting up to 30 miles per hour as we go right into the rest of the day. I'll have more about your local forecast coming up when I return.
Thank you, Art. The Northside Library may have a new life after its recent closure. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live with a look at what's being proposed. Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the idea is to turn this building behind me into a Northside Community Center. Now, local business leaders met last night to pitch the idea, proposing a computer lab, limited library services, and a safe space for kids, all without taxpayer dollars. The building has deep roots on the North Side, and organizers say that history is a big part on why they want to preserve it.
We need to drive in young families. We need to drive in seniors. We need to have a safe place for everyone to go, and this is one of those.
And again, a major motivator is how this building has such a deep history for this part of the city. Now, residents are encouraged to contact their council members to weigh in. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, we'll keep you updated with what happens there. Thank you, Seth. And the first public meeting for the Northside Pool, meanwhile, is at 6 o'clock tonight at the Black River Beach. City leaders say the community's input will play a large role in the next steps. The city and school district currently exploring the possibility of an indoor year-round facility. A survey will be sent out in the coming week. And if you're a Sparta resident, you're invited to a public meeting discussing reliable and clean water in the Sand Creek area. You'll be able to ask questions on infrastructure plans and offer your input. That meeting is at 6 o'clock tonight at the Monroe County Board Assembly Room. Competing stories emerging in day one of the Josie Dykeman murder trial. News 8's Grace Monk has a recap from the courtroom.
Attorneys delivering opening statements in the trial of 33-year-old Josie Dykeman.
There's this myth of the wicked stepmother. There's this myth of the monster. But 3 years after the fact, Josie's finally going to be able to tell somebody the rest of this story.
Somebody emptied the pill bottle into that bag. Somebody staged the scene. That somebody's in the room.
Dykeman was arrested in 2023 for the death of 6-year-old Alexavier Pedrin. According to prosecutors, she was the only adult home when Alexavier died, and that his family says she has a history of abusing him.
And he discloses that his mother, the defendant, chokes Alexavier with her hands.
But the defense says Alexavier's father can't be ruled out, and they have video evidence to prove it.
Videos of Mr. Pedrin strangling Alex. Videos of Mr. Pedrin hurting Alex.
Dykeman is facing several charges, including first-degree homicide, neglect of a child, and child abuse. If convicted, she faces life in prison. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now This Morning.
In 2013, Dykeman received 3 years of probation for neglecting her boyfriend's 3-year-old daughter. Wisconsin State Senator Brad Pfaff introducing new affordable Wisconsin legislative packages. He says the health and housing and Families First packages are aimed at cutting costs for families, adding it comes at a critical time as housing costs alone are up 6.5% from just last year.
To make sure that we keep hedge funds, Wall Street hedge funds, out of coming into communities like La Crosse and around the state and buying up apartment complexes or single family homes and pricing working families out of their home.
Pfaff also says the bills would expand the homestead tax credit from the first $24,000 to $35,000. A couple of News 8 follow-ups now. The search for Stanley Howe is now over. Police finding his body yesterday in the town of Shelby. He'd been missing since April 19th. Authorities believe he was going through a mental health crisis. La Crosse Water Utility repairing a water service on the 3100 block of Losey Boulevard South. A section of the northbound right lane closed until further notice. Today is day 3 of the British Royals visit as we take a live look at New York City. That is where the couple will visit the 9/11 memorial later today. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
Today, the British royal couple heads to the Big Apple. King Charles III and Queen Camilla will be joined by New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani as they lay a wreath at the World Trade Center Memorial. Afterwards, they will meet with 9/11 victims' family members and first responders.
We stood with you then, and we stand with you now in solemn remembrance of a day that shall never be forgotten.
The King and Queen spent Tuesday in Washington, where President Trump pulled out all the stops in an extravagant welcome ceremony, complete with military pageantry and a flyover.
Honoring the British King might seem an ironic beginning to our celebration of 250 years of American independence, but in fact, no tribute could be more appropriate.
On Capitol Hill, King Charles became only the second British monarch after his mother to deliver a joint address to Congress.
America's words carry weight and meaning,
highlighting the special relationship between the two nations while hinting at recent tensions over Russia's war with Ukraine, trade, and the U.S. war with Iran.
Whatever our differences, whatever disagreements we may have, we stand united in our commitment to uphold democracy.
Then back to the White House for a lavish state dinner.
Ours is a treasured friendship.
The King presenting President Trump with a bell from the British submarine, the HMS Trump.
Should you ever need to get hold of us, or just give us a ring.
Jared Hill, CBS News.
The royal couple will wrap up their trip to the U.S. by visiting a national park in Virginia. Some new details emerging outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Cole Thomas Allen now charged with attempting to assassinate the president after rushing a security checkpoint with a shotgun and handgun. A Secret Service officer was hit but protected by a vest. The shooting is renewing calls from Trump and his administration and his surrogates for a White House ballroom, citing national security.
The ballroom itself will avoid the dilemma of having to leave the White House grounds with future presidents and this president's to go downtown in a place that's less secure.
If Republicans truly want to improve security, they should join Democrats in funding the Secret Service, not Donald Trump's luxury ballroom.
Allen is expected back in court for a hearing tomorrow. And the Justice Department indicting James Comey once again. It's tied to an Instagram photo of an 8647 seashell formation on a beach. 86 is a slang term meaning to throw out or get rid of, and Trump is the 47th president. Trump allies thought it was a threat.
The grand jury returned an indictment and arrest warrant. I expect that there will be communication with Mr. Comey's counsel, and we'll go from there.
In September, Comey was indicted over claims he lied to Congress. That was tossed out because the prosecutor who secured it was not lawfully appointed. The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news. Subway launching its first ever value menu with everything under $5. We'll tell you more about what's on it. And some simple mistakes you could be making with your money and how to fix them. Plus, one extra mortgage payment a year could save you 6 years and $100,000. How to make that work for you.
When the food truck
thrives at Our Neighbor's Place. It takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside Our Neighbor's Place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocates.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Looking for new appliances? Menards is the place to shop. You'll find an excellent selection, the best prices, and top brands ready to take home today. Get this Whirlpool top freezer refrigerator for a value of $529.99 after rebate. Transform your space with Tarkett laminate flooring. It's durable, stain, scratch, and dent resistant, and is easy to install. Invitation laminate is a $119 value per square foot after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at Rinvoq.com/see the data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Andre Returns on May 2nd, sponsored by TrustPoint at lacrossesymphony.org.
Bring on the spring. Bring on the savings. Bring it on at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get out there in America's most awarded brand for new vehicle quality. Start a new adventure in a Ford Explorer. Take on the great outdoors in a Bronco Sport. Do it all with an Escape. It's time to bring it on. Current and qualified Ford owners get up to $4,000 bonus cash on the new 2026 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and Our Neighbor's Place, where every injury and every neighbor matters, because together we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
Subway is rolling out its first ever value menu featuring 15 entrees, all under $5. More than 18,000 Subway shops around the country will serve up the new menu, as they call it. That started yesterday. The new menu includes classic subs, protein pockets, and the sub of the day. Plus, McDonald's jumping into the crafted soda game, launching 6 new specialty drinks next month. That includes 3 refreshers and 3 crafted sodas, with options like a Dirty Dr. Pepper and an Orange Dream Twist on High C. The drinks are a permanent addition at locations nationwide. With prices increasing seemingly everywhere, experts are warning of the 5 top money mistakes you could be making. That includes putting off investing, not prioritizing retirement savings, and not having an emergency fund. They also warn about taking on too much debt and not planning for your child's school tuition. Could you pay off your mortgage years early, and should you? Ivan Rodriguez takes a look at the answer.
For many Americans, a mortgage is a 30-year commitment. But what if it didn't have to be? Ted Rossman with Bankrate says paying off your mortgage isn't just a dream. It could be a strategy, and the numbers might surprise you.
Even one extra mortgage payment a year can trim 6 years off a 30-year mortgage. And that can save you $110,000 in interest if you're borrowing $400,000. So that's pretty amazing.
That extra payment could come by way of a tax refund, year-end bonuses, or even a third paycheck some workers get 2 months out of the year. All of it could go straight toward your principal. Depending on your interest rate, it could be even more advantageous.
Now, it also makes more sense if you're prepaying it at 6% versus if you're prepaying at 3%. Like if you're borrowing at 3%, that's a really low rate.
While others might argue that your money could work harder in the stock market, which has historically averaged around 10% annually, Rossman believes living mortgage-free provides people with security and the ability to take more risks with their investments. If you do pay off your mortgage early, he says it's important to still leave enough cushion in savings to cover maintenance, property taxes, and insurance.
I do feel like some of this will come more into play the more rates stay elevated, home prices are elevated. There aren't as many people moving right now. So this could also lead you to try to get that peace of mind of being mortgage free where you are.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, so this is how it all plays out. We have some light rainfall headed back towards areas by Eau Claire. We'll keep an eye on that. You have a little bit of drying skies right now. For now, this will happen possibly in the next couple of hours, or you see this will roll back in the mid-morning hours to finish out going into the about 10 o'clock. That should be about the end of it. We'll see some of that come back again, maybe to finish out into the 11 o'clock hour. Then it goes dry for a while. We'll hold on to drier skies and opening up the skies as well for La Crosse right now. 46 degrees there, 41 in Eau Claire, 45 as you go right into Winona, of course. There's a wind chill a few degrees cooler than your local temperatures. Once again, carrying over right through La Crosse, you're looking at drier skies this early morning. You have the potential for Eau Claire to have some rainfall kicking back again, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10 o'clock. You can see that continue on, and then drier as you go right into the 11 o'clock hour. So these are shower chances. It's only about a 30% chance of that happening to 20% chance. You're going to see that for the day. So it's a slight chance of that happening for today. Once we get in the afternoon, you're going to hold on to how this all shapes up. Drier conditions for Eau Claire in the afternoon. We'll hold on to 50s for you there. 56 degrees expected for La Crosse, but you're seeing it's not really showing any rainfall, but you have mostly cloudy skies. Well, this is how it all shapes up. La Crosse, as you get into at least the 4 o'clock hour, all the way into the 10 o'clock hour, you've got some temperatures in the 50s, and then the 40s come back again. 40s kick in by 8 o'clock, but you've got rainfall. 20 to 30% chance of that coming back again. So 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and into the 7 o'clock hour, you've got a better chance of some shower activity for La Crosse. And that also means Sparta, getting into areas by Black River Falls as well, and then down to the south by Crawford and Vernon County and Richland Center. While Eau Claire, on the other hand, has a 20% chance, a slight chance of that happening. So you may see a sprinkle or two, and then maybe not. You're looking at temperatures from 50s, 54 degrees, and then getting into the 40s by the time you get around 9 o'clock. Showers are starting to work its way right back again, kind of coming in from the north, filling in by Rice Lake and Russ County, brushing Eau Claire once again. You see the circulation, but it's also clearing out the skies down to the south. So we're opening up the skies for you, and then we'll come back again with more moisture later on. You can see the clearing all the way down. That's the blue showing you the region. You'll see that continue on. Maybe a brushing by areas right by Clark County, going towards areas by Black River Falls, getting to Jackson County, then Monroe County, hold out, possibly down to the south again. The possibility of that continues all the way into Richland Center. You'll see that continue on with a light to moderate shower activity. You can see that by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll go all the way into more clouds coming back again, spilling over to the north, working southward, going to cloudier skies up north. By the time we get all the way into the possibility of this down to the south, you're holding on to Madison with a little bit of light rainfall there. As we get into how this all shapes up for the remainder of the day, though, we'll possibly see getting into how this all shapes up. We're going to hold on to temperatures in the 50s, and then that continues on with 30s starting to go more prevalent in the morning hours. As we go into Thursday all the way to Saturday, those temperatures are going to fall even more so with the frost freeze potential. And by the time we get into Friday night going into Saturday, frost freeze will be about 100% chance for everybody getting into that cold. And then we'll see the temperatures bounce back up as we go through Saturday. Sunday temperatures bump back up to 66 degrees, despite having rainfall coming back again into the afternoon and evening hours. At nighttime, we'll see that go all the way into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with more showers on the way. But temperatures back to near average temperatures all the way into Wednesday, and then dropping down below average by a couple of degrees.
Thank you, Art. We leave you now with a live look at New York City. Queen Camilla and King Charles are in New York this morning. They'll visit the World Trade Center to meet with 9/11 victims' families and first responders. We'll have more news after your morning sports blitz.
Well, it was a busy Tuesday night of prep action. Highlights from the pitch, track, the field, and the diamond as the spring sports season rolls on. The Blitz is up next.
A proposed plan may give a future to the Northside Library after its closure. Up next, all the details you need to know.
TJR Home Improvements is your local all-inclusive remodeler, delivering quality work from kitchens and bathrooms to full remodels, new construction, and outdoor living spaces. Backed by 5-star reviews and known for responsive, clear communication. TJR Improvements, bringing your vision to life start to finish.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for Sponsored Jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Get Spectrum fiber-powered internet free forever when you switch and add 4 mobile phone lines. Experience the fastest internet and most reliable 5G network forever. And save $1,000 on internet and mobile in your first year, guaranteed. That's the Spectrum Savings Guarantee. Call now or go online to save $1,000 on internet and mobile.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman.
Hello?
Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. Like my mom and you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission. I just got my permit!
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
Get 10% off sale prices when you give $10 to Ovarian Cancer Research, now at Home Furniture.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
TJR Home Improvements is your local all-inclusive general contractor, delivering quality work from kitchens and bathrooms to full remodels, new construction, and outdoor living spaces. Backed by 5-star reviews and known for responsive, clear communication. TJR Improvements, bringing your vision to life start to finish.
We know where lacrosse gets its name, but what is the sport's real history? Friday at 6, the origins of lacrosse's namesake, its past, evolution, and traditions that continue to this day. Join us as we celebrate America 250. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Welcome into the Blitz. Well, there was no shortage of top talent in the state on display yesterday on the track and in the field at Onalaska High School as the Hilltoppers hosted 8 other teams for the Onalaska Open. One of those teams being Kickapoo Lafarge, and they have got some speedsters once again. State champs in the 4x2 last season, and they were flying yesterday. Katie Randau, Braylon Culver, Chloe Walter, and Ava Young finishing in 147 to take first place. Girls 400, Holman's Lydia Lazarescu in action, coming in as the top seed, and she would back it up. She would take first in 1 minute flat. Onalaska's McKenna McGarry taking second in 1:01. Boys 400, and again, it's Kickapoo Adric Eggy taking first in 50.76 seconds. Theo Parr gets second place, and Arlen Walter finishes 5th. Then we go to the high jump pit. It is Onalaska's Kendall Carson. She would tie her mark on the season, clearing 5 feet 4 inches as she takes first place. A bunch of other athletes with great days, so a big shout out to all of them. Third Cooley Conference boys golf meet of the season happening at Fox Hollow. Landon Jazewski from Arcadia, one of 3 individuals taking third place. He finished with a 40 on the day. Zach Dolan of West Beaver Oakville also scoring a 40, and his teammate Gavin Hansen would score the same as West Beaver Oakville finishes 2nd overall as a team. Calvin Lukowski from Black River Falls had a day at the links. He taps in this putt for par to end his round. He would tie for first individually with a score of 39, and his teammate Sam Abley also taking first. He had 5 pars on the day, including that tap in on the first hole. Tigers would finish first overall as a team with a score of 162, notching their 2nd Cooley Conference win of the season. To the pitch we go, 9th ranked Holman hosting Sparta, and just 4 minutes into this one, Vikes on the corner kick. Lydia Sater sends it in, and Lainey Wood uses the noggin and finds the net. Holman goes on top. Later, home side with a penalty, but Cassie Krebs reads it perfectly and gets the stop. Vikings up 1-0 at the break. Then in the second half, it's Sater swinging her leg through it and fires it into the top of the net for the goal as Holman takes this one 5-0. And a battle of unbeatens on the baseball diamond happening in Melrose. Mustangs down 1 in the first, and Lane Fry going to make the nice catch with the bases loaded to end the threat. Then to the 5th we go. Lancers Caden Lillo finds the hole, and the visitors add to their lead to go up by 2. Then in the 6th, Cam Nelson sending one to right field. 2 runners would score to increase the lead to 4 for the away side. Now the Mustangs would plate 1 in the 7th, but that would be all they could scratch across as Emmanuel hands Melman their first loss of the season. And that wraps up a jam-packed Wednesday edition of your Morning Blitz. Alexandra is back after this.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
In 1925, a new furniture store opened its doors in Fountain, Minnesota. The business was called the Fountain Furniture Company. Today, 100 years and 4 generations later, we're Drury's, where you'll find a focus on principles that have given us staying power. Handle quality furniture, maintain a professional staff, and a commitment to customer service. We invite you to stop in and find out for yourself how this big store in a tiny town has lasted. Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, family owned for 100 years.
The pain was excruciating. It was bone on bone. And the orthopedic surgeon said, you need surgery. I didn't want the downtime.
Then Leo found QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative therapy and experts in resolving chronic joint pain with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
I said, that's what I want. They can give me the help that I need.
Leo joined thousands who have found lasting relief from their chronic pain. Find out if you're a candidate by calling for a free consultation, 715-469-6462.
That inflammation went away and the pain went away. I'm able to work. Then I can do the things that I want to do now. I would recommend regenerative medicine over surgery any day. I got the help that I needed.
Don't let pain control your life any longer. For your free consultation, call QC Kinetics today, 715-469-6462. 715-469-6462.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or just announced, get a total value of over $7,100 on the Sierra 1500 model, plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
This right here is what the experts call a problem.
Today I'm lifting some sunken concrete.
So again, this is simply forming a new layer between the soil and the concrete, and it's expanding as we speak.
That's right.
That's moving.
It's moving.
Son of a gun.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
It's weirdly satisfying.
Isn't it?
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Sprinkles to a light shower or two still working through the region. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
A proposed plan may give a future to the Northside Library after its closure. Coming up, I'll have all the details you need to know.
Right now this morning, the Royals are in the Big Apple today. The American Memorial they will visit. Plus, 1 year in office, Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey reflects on his achievements so far.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Wednesday, April 29th. It is just about 6:30 a.m. Good morning to you all. Thanks for waking up with us. We'll start by getting a check on your forecast with meteorologist Art Jarrett. Art, we're almost into May, but it seems like our temperatures are going the wrong direction.
Pretty much all the way to the weekend. Eventually they'll start to bump up. We'll get a slight warming trend, getting us back to seasonal averages or higher. Hey, we have some light rainfall right now, getting to the forecast as you can see here across the region. Showers will prevail again in the afternoon. A frost freeze potential coming in for Thursday all the way to Saturday for the morning hours. And then milder conditions coming in for the weekend as we get back into it, but a little bit of light rainfall possibly as well. Let's get into how this all shapes up right now. We take a look at what's happening for La Crosse, Eau Claire, and Winona. You're holding on to some 40s in the forecast right now. Also holding on to a slight wind chill, a few degrees cooler than what the temperatures are showing. You already have the rainfall on the lens there for Eau Claire. That's dried out for right now. It'll come back again to finish out the morning hours. You're taking a look back to Dubuque. I was showing this because there was rainfall out there this morning. It's dried out as well. So that's probably what areas by Prairie du Chien look like currently right now, holding on to temperatures in the 40s and some upper 30s still in the forecast right now. Bit of a wind chill still lingering as we go right through the morning hours. That'll finish out all the way by the time we get in the noon hour. We'll get back to par. As we get back into how this all shapes up, you're seeing drier conditions for La Crosse with a few clouds here and there. But if we come back again for Eau Claire, you've got more showers for the morning hours, 30s, 40s, and of course that will linger, holding on to a few wind gusts that will finish out all the way into the afternoon as well, up to about 27 miles per hour or less. You get back into it for La Crosse. Drier conditions for the afternoon, as I mentioned before. As you see, Eau Claire holding on to drier conditions as well. But once you get into the evening hours for the evening commute, we'll see more rainfall popping in again for La Crosse. Not so much for Eau Claire. Highs today, 50s pretty much widespread. Be safe. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Art. The Northside Library may have a new life after its recent closure. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live with a look at what's being proposed. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the idea is turning this building you see behind me into a Northside Community Center. Now, local business leaders met and pitched the idea last night, proposing a computer lab, limited library services, and a safe space for kids, all without taxpayer dollars. This building has deep roots on the North Side, and organizers say that history is a big part on why they want to preserve it.
We need to drive in young families. We need to drive in seniors. We need to have a safe place for everyone to go, and this is one of those.
And again, a major motivator is how this building has such a deep history for this part of the city. Now, residents are encouraged to contact their council members to weigh in. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, more to come there. Thank you for that update, Seth. And the first public meeting for the Northside Pool, meanwhile, will take place tonight at the Black River Beach. City leaders say the community's input will play a large role in the next steps. The city and school district are currently exploring the possibility of an indoor year-round facility. A survey will be sent out in the coming weeks. Sparta residents invited to a public meeting discussing reliable and clean water in the Sand Creek area. Attendees will be able to ask questions on infrastructure plans and offer their input. That's at 6 at the Monroe County Board Assembly Room. Competing stories emerging in day one of the Josie Dykeman murder trial. News 8 Now's Grace Monk was in the courtroom and has the story.
Attorneys delivering opening statements in the trial of 33-year-old Josie Dykeman.
There's this myth of the wicked stepmother. There's this myth of the monster. But 3 years after the fact, Josie's finally going to be able to tell somebody the rest of this story.
Somebody emptied the pill bottle into that bag. Somebody staged the scene. That somebody's in the room.
Dykeman was arrested in 2023 for the death of 6-year-old Alexavier Pedrin. According to prosecutors, she was the only adult home when Alexavier died, and that his family says she has a history of abusing him.
And he discloses that his mother, the defendant, chokes Alexavier with her hands.
But the defense says Alexavier's father can't be ruled out, and they have video evidence to prove it.
Videos of Mr. Pedrin strangling Alex. Videos of Mr. Pedrin hurting Alex.
Dykeman is facing several charges, including first-degree homicide, neglect of a child, and child abuse. If convicted, she faces life in prison. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now this morning.
In 2013, Dykeman was put on 3 years of probation for neglecting her boyfriend's 3-year-old daughter. Wisconsin State Senator Brad Pfaff introducing new affordable Wisconsin legislative packages. He says the health and housing and families first packages are aimed at cutting costs for families around the state, adding it comes at a critical time as housing costs alone are up 6.5% from just last year.
To make sure that we keep hedge funds, Wall Street hedge funds, out of coming into communities like La Crosse and around the state and buying up apartment complexes or single family homes and pricing working families out of their home.
Pfaff also says the bills would expand the homestead tax credit from the first $24,000 to $35,000. And the search for Stanley Howe is now over. Police finding his body yesterday in the town of Shelby. He'd been missing since April 19th. Authorities believe Howe was going through a mental health crisis. La Crosse Water Utility repairing a water service on the 3100 block of Losey Boulevard South. A section of the northbound right lane is closed until further notice. And today is day 3 of the British Royals' visit. Taking a live look to New York City, where the pair will visit the 9/11 memorial later today. CBS's Jared Hill has more on what we can expect in today's visit.
Today, the British royal couple heads to the Big Apple. King Charles III and Queen Camilla will be joined by New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani as they lay a wreath at the World Trade Center Memorial. Afterwards, they will meet with 9/11 victims' family members and first responders.
We stood with you then, and we stand with you now in solemn remembrance of a day that shall never be forgotten.
The King and Queen spent Tuesday in Washington, where President Trump pulled out all the stops in an extravagant welcome ceremony, complete with military pageantry and a flyover.
Honoring the British King might seem an ironic beginning to our celebration of 250 years of American independence, but in fact, no tribute could be more appropriate.
On Capitol Hill, King Charles became only the second British monarch after his mother to deliver a joint address to Congress.
America's words carry weight and meaning,
highlighting the special relationship between the two nations while hinting at recent tensions over Russia's war with Ukraine, trade, and the U.S. war with Iran.
Whatever our differences, whatever disagreements we may have, we stand united in our commitment to uphold democracy.
Then back to the White House for a lavish state dinner.
Ours is a treasured friendship.
The King presenting President Trump with a bell from the British submarine, the HMS Trump.
Should you ever need to get hold of us, or just give us a ring.
Jared Hill, CBS News.
The royal couple will wrap up their trip to the U.S. by visiting a national park in Virginia. Some new details in the shooting outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Cole Thomas Allen is charged with attempting to assassinate the president after rushing a security checkpoint with a shotgun and handgun. A Secret Service officer was hit but protected by a vest. The shooting is renewing calls from Trump and his surrogates for a White House ballroom, citing national security.
The ballroom itself will avoid the dilemma of having to leave the White House grounds with future presidents and this president's to go downtown in a place that's less secure.
If Republicans truly want to improve security, they should join Democrats in funding the Secret Service, not Donald Trump's luxury ballroom.
Allen is expected back in court tomorrow. And developing news, the Justice Department indicting James Comey once again. It's tied to an Instagram photo of an 8647 seashell formation. 86 is a slang term meaning to throw out or get rid of, and Trump is the 47th president. Trump allies took it as a threat.
The grand jury returned an indictment and arrest warrant. I expect that there will be communication with Mr. Comey's counsel, and we'll go from there.
In September, Comey was indicted over claims he lied to Congress. It was tossed out because the prosecutor who secured it was not lawfully appointed. A busy first year for La Crosse's mayor, from budget deficits to park closures. Ken Kozarowski sat down with Shondell Washington Spivey for a year in review.
We cannot solve today's problems with yesterday's politics.
A message a year ago from political newcomer Shondell Washington Spivey, one that helped land him in the mayor's office.
One of the things I always said is hold me accountable and let me know what it is that you want to see.
So I sat down with Washington Spivey for a year in review. I asked for 3 things he's done that directly impacts and improves the lives of La Crosse residents. After consulting some notes,
so I would say, Common Council and the mayor works together to pass policies that impact everyday citizens all the time.
So I asked if there was one specific policy he'd want to single out as impactful.
Nothing comes to mind in this particular moment.
So we turned to some of the notable moments in the last year. The city was tasked with erasing a $5.8 million deficit, so the mayor directed a 3% cut to each department, which included closing the Northside Library and pool. He says he's instituted meetings since January to make budgeting a more proactive process.
Because I don't think it's fair to constituents, nor is it fair to departments to constantly be in this state of influx.
We turned to homelessness. After reports of violence and trash buildup, Washington Spivey closed Burns and Cameron parks for several months. I asked if violent reports popped back up tomorrow, would closing the parks be the first move once again?
I'm not sure what my decision would be, but I will tell you that Through this experience, I've talked with multiple partners, be it housing partners, businesses, constituents, right, in the area. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, we make the best decision that we can in that moment.
I asked Washington Spivey about the city's failed effort to add a city administrator after more than 2 years of research and community input.
It would definitely be nice to have some assistance as mayor in this office and to be able to effectively run the government to the best of our ability. I would say the conversations aren't over.
As for other 2026 goals, the mayor's office is prioritizing coming up with city branding.
The importance around the city brand is because we want to be able to, one, have a cohesive understanding and a shared vision amongst our city.
With plenty of work to do, he says he'll continue a boots-on-the-ground mentality to engage with the community and guide his actions.
That was Ken Kozarowski reporting. And coming up in our Buzz Report, a twist for fans of the show The White Lotus. One actress left and another joins. We'll tell you who ahead.
TJR Home Improvements is your local all-inclusive remodeler, delivering quality work from kitchens and bathrooms to full remodels, new construction, and outdoor living spaces. Backed by 5-star reviews and known for responsive, clear communication. TJR Improvements, bringing your vision to life start to finish.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman... Hello? Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. Like my mom. And you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission. I just got my permit!
You know, when you think about it, the things that make Wisconsin products special are the same things that make Wisconsin people special. Quality, integrity, a down-to-earth spirit that's good for the soul. With the Something Special from Wisconsin program, you can find unique, affordable, locally made products for any occasion, event, or moment in life. Whether it's just for you or to share with those closest to you. Look for the Something Special from Wisconsin logo on products at your local retailer or online at somethingspecialwi.com.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Here's our problem. Without the hearing aids in, she can't hear the low frequencies, so she doesn't hear me. I don't hear the high frequencies, so I don't hear her. It was a perfect setup, but we had to interrupt it. We had time, and we were coming down Main Street, and I turned in.
It's not like you're going to strangers. It's kind of family-ish. To come here, you feel like you belong with them. I just think it's very comforting that they're a family business.
Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through April 30th. We'll announce all of the winners on June 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
At Cordell's Automotive, we fix everything from oil changes to engine repairs. Our expert team is here for you. With 7 convenient locations, quality service is always close to home. Book your appointment today at cordellsauto.net. Cordell's Automotive, keeping you on the road with confidence.
TJR Home Improvements is your local all-inclusive general contractor, delivering quality work from kitchens and bathrooms to full remodels, new construction, and outdoor living spaces. Backed by 5-star reviews and known for responsive, clear communication. TJR Improvements, bringing your vision to life start to finish.
And our local temperatures are looking like this as we get right into your forecast here. The possibility of temperatures right now are holding on to at least, you can see in the 50s and the 60s. But I'm going to take you right back again. I want to show you this one more time because the rainfall that we've been talking about is showing more potential for bringing it back into areas right by Eau Claire. You can see it right here with a little bit of snowfall now starting to work in the area. As you can see, that kind of kicking in right now. Snowfall possibly for Eau Claire. You already see that as we get into a better view here. That's already working up along the northern tier just northeast of Wausau, going all the way up towards Rhinelander, going back into areas up by Green Bay as well with a little light to moderate rainfall. So we keep an eye on that. Right now, most of this is going to translate that back down towards the river and eventually get towards Black River Falls as well, moving into the interior portions of the region, and that will continue to drag possibly as we go right into the morning hours. For now, though, Eau Claire still has a chance of morning showers popping in right now. 46 degrees in La Crosse, 41 in Eau Claire, 43, as you can see, getting into areas by Winona. A little extra cloud cover is now kind of diminishing that we had earlier. We're starting to see more sunshine for Winona, and La Crosse is following suit, kind of mixed in with cloud cover and sunshine together right now. Get back into Dubuque. It's gotten much drier now, so I was showing that because that's what it kind of looked like possibly for areas by Prairie du Chien. We're getting into temperatures right now in the 40s, still holding on. And once again, it's a little bit cooler on your skin because of the wind chill that's kicking in right now. So it feels much cooler on your skin by at least 4 to possibly 5 degrees in the forecast. That'll go all the way into the noon hour. And then we'll see par conditions leading into cloud cover coming back again for La Crosse, and then a break going in for 8 to 9 o'clock. We lose some of that cloud cover a little bit and then get back into how this all shapes up. More cloud cover for Eau Claire, though, all the way through the morning hours with the potential for more of the shower activity continue to come back again. 9 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. as well, finishing out by 11 a.m. with clearing skies. Then more clouds will start to move into the area up from the north and kind of work its way down. Winds are still going to continue to be breezy today, up to 27 miles per hour or less in the forecast. Some areas could possibly see up to 30, but right now it's going to be sticking around the upper 20s. You'll see that continue on all the way through the 4 o'clock hour. Then we get through the afternoon. La Crosse still showing some cloudier skies to sunnier skies to finish out the day with partly cloudy conditions. We'll get back into it for Eau Claire, opposite direction. You go from partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies to finish out, going through the afternoon hours as well. Then we see as you go into it again, temperatures 48 all the way up to about 58 degrees. So we'll have a big wide batch of temperatures in the 50s. You get into today, the forecast as you get right into how this all shapes up. Going into the next few days, we'll find ourselves getting into conditions to linger right back into temperatures falling as we go all the way through the work week, and then finish out with temperatures with a possible frost freeze going into Friday into Saturday. Potentially maybe even Sunday as well, but it's about near a 90 to about 100% chance as we go into your Friday, Saturday morning, where you're looking at least up to about 100% chance or so of a frost freeze in the forecast. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day. Back to you.
In your Morning Buzz report, an Austrian man has pleaded guilty to plotting an attack at a Taylor Swift concert. Police arrested him in August 2024, days before Swift was set to perform in Vienna. They found explosives, chemicals, and weapons at the home of the 21-year-old. Laura Dern is checking into The White Lotus, the Oscar and Emmy-winning actress joining the cast of the HBO hit for its 4th season. It comes after Helena Bonham Carter left the show shortly after filming got underway. Dern reportedly will play a new character. She won't fill the role Carter was set to play.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Too bad you're coaching a bunch of girls. You old wanker.
Ted Lasso and the gang are back for a new season with a new team. Ted returns to Richmond to coach a women's football squad in need of his particular brand of inspiration. Season 4 premieres in August.
Snowball fight! I guess I'd like the idea of another adventure, you know.
Stranger Things fans, there's more on the way. Netflix renewing its animated spin-off Tales from 85 for a 2nd season just days after it debuted. New episodes are due this fall. Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Mazzy is 8, and she loves to play hockey, go fishing, and camping with her family and dogs.
All right, happy birthday to you. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button or the Home tab on our website.
Stay with us. We've got everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is up next.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, there are a lot of headlines right now involving the Justice Department. Only on CBS Mornings, we are talking with acting U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche. We will discuss the new indictment of former FBI Director James Comey and the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Plus, dramatic testimony as Elon Musk takes the stand against Sam Altman in a billionaire versus billionaire tech trial. We will tell you what he said. Also, trailblazing race car driver Susie Wolf is here. She will tell us about her new memoir on how she became a motorsports icon. And one of the stars of the hit CBS show NCIS, Wilmer Valderrama, is in the building, and he will tell us what fans can expect in the season finale. We'll also have everything you need to know, plus more on the show, so we'll see you at 7.
Get a sleep like no other on a handmade mattress from Heirloom at Home Sleep Express. Right now, get a free head-up adjustable base with a queen or king Heirloom mattress and pay no interest for 5 years. Heirloom, the perfect sleep night after night at Home Sleep Express.
Moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep you out of the picture. Now, there's Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Control of my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Get back in the picture. Skyrizi is proven to help deliver relief, repair, and remission. Feel significant symptom relief as early as 4 weeks. Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year, and help people achieve lasting remission.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture with Skyrizi?
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and UC combined.
I'm Tanya with Jim's Truck and Trailer Coach Works in Winona, Minnesota. Is your muffler loud or falling apart? Well, I'm here to let you know we have expanded our services with our new exhaust bender. We can custom form exhausts to meet your needs. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coach Works. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as their main product with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Time for a floor refresh at Homeworld Rugs. Take an extra 10% off area rug sale prices on the Midwest's largest selection of contemporary, traditional, urban, casual styles, and more. Find a perfect piece for your space. 10% off area rugs, now at Homeworld Rugs.
The First Warn Weather Team is tracking.
You better believe they are.
Large hail, strong winds, tornadoes.
No matter what the conditions.
You got flood watch kicking in.
Severe thunderstorm warning, hail to flash flood warning.
A lot of water on the roads.
The First Warn team warns you first.
Driving us to another alert day today.
And stays till the threat is gone.
Well, we continue to monitor the severe weather event that's going on, and right now...
Expect more from your weather coverage. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
And show you what the threat is looking like for tomorrow.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
It just feels like coming home.
I'm ready, and I'm on time. Our show, it's a place to share your stories, to laugh, to get weird. Don't move. You know that feeling when you find your people and everything just clicks? Come join us. We saved you a seat.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, there's a lot to love. Did it hit your spirit?
Right in the shine or not?
The biggest stars.
Clock it.
Mariah Carey!
At all these years now, you're still killing it.
Incredible performances. You got them going. Inspiring stories.
Connection has no color. It's my brother.
You are loved.
I'm about to cry.
Don't you just love this joy? I hope y'all feel the love.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8.
Let's go!
What's up, E.T.?
No one brings you closer to Hollywood's biggest stars than E.T.
E.T.
Secrets out with A-list exclusives.
We're spilling the...
We're spilling the E.T.
This is my E.T.
E.T. retrospective.
What is going on?
That is so inappropriate.
Only on E.T.
I should not tell this story, but I'm going to anyway.
Always on E.T.
Cut the camera.
Weeknights at 6:30 on News 8.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
The Northside Library could become a Northside Community Center after its closure. So local business leaders pitched the plan last night, proposing a computer lab, limited library services, and a safe space for kids, all without taxpayer dollars. The building has deep roots on the North Side, and organizers say that history is a big part on why they want to preserve it.
We need to drive in young families. We need to drive in seniors. We need to have a safe place for everyone to go, and this is one of those.
And again, a major motivator is how this building has such a deep history for this part of the city. Residents are encouraged to contact their council members to weigh in. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
1 year into the job, La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey facing a $5.8 million budget deficit. The question now, does the city find new revenue or make more cuts?
I've looked at different programs that I'm seeing in other municipalities, right? As well as what are some revenue generators that the city can be doing to maintain and/or increase services for our constituents. Some of it is going to be cutting, right? That's inevitable. We'll always struggle with budget until we figure out a better way to do shared revenue in the state.
You can find the full conversation on news8000.com. And prosecutors say that Josie Dykeman was the only adult home when 6-year-old Alex Xavier Pedron died, and that his family reported a history of abuse. She faces life in prison if she's convicted. The defense is pointing the finger at Alex Xavier's father, claiming law enforcement arrested the wrong parent.
There are videos. Videos of Mr. Pedron strangling Alex. Videos of Mr. Pedron hurting Alex.
Derek Pedron could not be in the residence during the evening because he was in jail that entire evening.
Dykeman faces multiple charges, including child abuse and neglect. Wisconsin Dells Resort is welcoming guests with a fire-breathing welcome. A 70-foot steel dragon claimed to be the world's largest, now standing outside of the new Delshire Resort. The 22,000-pound sculpture took 20 months to build and spits fire every 20 minutes. The resort opens May 10th. Might have to go see that, Art.
I know, it's pretty cool, right?
See it breathe the fire for ourselves.
Woohoo! All right, as we get right back into it, this is all going to shape up to a few showers. We go into Eau Claire first to start off this morning, and then back again for La Crosse once you get into the evening hours, say about 4 all the way to about 6 o'clock into the evening commute. You'll also be picking up again some light moisture that's working its way in Menominee. You can see the wet roadways out there, so that means Eau Claire, you're probably next. We'll get back into how this all shapes up going into the next few days. Holding on to La Crosse is dry right now, and eventually we'll have more showers. For a frost freeze Thursday into Saturday, leading into more rainfall coming in for your Sunday all the way into next week as well. You can see that continuing on there. I just want to let you know, look at the temperatures from Thursday all the way to Friday in the morning. It's going to be pretty cold, so please be advised.
All right. Yes, very cold mornings. Turn off the AC and bring the plants inside, right? Thank you, Art. Thank you for waking up with us. We'll see you back here at noon.